Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Let's bleed this morning. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button, hype the video, share the video quickly. Hear it. I'm not going to be on here long, on YouTube at least. I'm not going to be here. I got some things I got to do today. I wasn't going to go live, but I had some time, so I want to touch on a few things real quick. This roll call, Jalen Hudson, K-Rod over there on Rumble. Yeah, we still going to Rumble. Just letting y'all know that. Tim Hussein, Real Shelton in the building. Salute. Phoenix Marsh, what up, brother? Just Spark, always supporting. Salute. Daryl Anderson, salute. This Van Houter. Great to meet you and the family yesterday. Wonderful family. You got extended family here. Y'all go subscribe to Miss Van Houter right there. There she go. Let's support the king. Mozzie. Let's go. Next American champion. Let's get it. Sam Max, salute. Dabzilla over there. Rumble. Salute, salute. One deep in the building. Salute. Nah, Gilbert. There we go. Rumble. There he is, my brother Cheeks. What's good? Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Salute. I go subscribe to that channel also. We support over here. That's what we do. Yeah, it's Israel. I'm saying the name right. My eyes is kind of, getting old, y'all. I ain't got the screen on my face. Hot ass, what's going on? Del Rev, Will St. Clair, salute. HMC, salute. D-Block. What's good? Jamal Davis over there on Rumble. Yeah, we're gonna be on Rumble. I want to give YouTube about 20 minutes of my time. That's what they deserve. I just want to talk about a few things. There's a lot of moving parts in boxing, but boxing is in a great place. There was a lot of boxing on yesterday. But over here, I'm gonna cater to you some of the knuckleheads. All right. Like, I ain't talking about Caroline Dubois. She won yesterday. Had to watch the replay. She won. Great fight. I mean, there was a lot of boxing on yesterday. Main biker, salute. Salute, Miss Van Houter, absolutely. A lot of boxing on. Y'all like the nonsense. Let's talk about the nonsense. All right. This is what got me annoyed. Because here's the deal. The guys that are in the limelight, they're in the limelight for the wrong reasons. Let's run it down from left to right. Okay. Anthony Joshua was in a horrific accident, lost a friend or two of his. I'm glad he's okay. Blessings to his buddies that he lost. That's never good. That was very, very bad. Now he's back in the swing of things and he's back on his nonsense. Here's what I mean by that. Yeah, D-Block. Alicia, look, let's just be honest about Alicia Baumgartner. She a cutie, if you're into that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no disrespect. She a cutie, I guess. She hot and all. Not my cup of tea. I'm team dark skin, but whatever. You gotta understand, I'm spoiled. I'm from New York. I grew up around a bunch of Alicia Baumgartner. So I look at her, I'm like, from the Bronx. There's women looking like that are light-skinned black and that are some kind of Latina. I grew up around a billion of those chicks. So it don't really move me like that. But she a cutie and she got hands. But Caroline's the truth. She's a hard worker. We don't talk about her enough. That's about to change. Well, Stormy talk about her, but y'all ain't listening. JC Storyteller in the building. Y'all go subscribe to my brother JC Storyteller. You see the name Storyteller? Brother got stories to tell. And yours truly is in it. Yes, sir. But as a bit of information, I was never in the military and I never jumped out of a plane in my life. But salute. I love the story though. I love that story. Hell yeah. Y'all go to subscribe to my brother JC Storyteller. Georgia. That's what I'm talking about. ATL in the building. Salute. Jerome, what's good, man? Yeah, so Alicia could scrap or whatever, but I like Caroline better, you know, and you know, marketing aside, you already know me. I'm not in here looking to see who's cute or who's not, you know, woman or not. Get to that business in the ring. Get to the business. DVO, salute. Yeah, I'm not picking up 415 on no bench press no more. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Last time I did it, I had a little injury. I said, yeah, all right, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. Stopping at like 380. That's it. Ain't far off, but it is. I don't need to be Superman no more. So Caroline Dubois is putting in the work. Salute to her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, D-Block, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, but you know, I don't want to turn it into that, you know, because Alicia, you know, she's getting in where she fit in. You know what I mean? Yeah, BBO, you got time, not me. You know, you get it, you know. I get it, Alicia. I'm not hating on her. You know, get in where you fit in, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, I just want to see who wins in the ring. That's all. Fair enough. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Caroline putting in the work. And I just so happen to like her skill set a little better. A little better. But, you know, we won't know until people get in the ring and scrap. We won't know. Just make the fights. That's all I'm saying. Just make the fights. You know what I mean? So, and not for nothing, Caroline ain't running around with thongs in her ass and, you know, but whatever, man. Whatever. Okay. I get it. I get it, though. I get marketing. I get Delano, salute. I get it. I get marketing. Shaquilla, salute, Queen. I get it. I get marketing. I get it. I completely get it. But you see how I just did that with the women? I get it, but I want them to fight. You got grown-ass men lusting over grown-ass men in boxing. Let's talk about it from left to right. Anthony Joshua, Syriac, my brother, salute. Anthony Joshua had a horrible time in Africa. You know, he lost some buddies of his or a buddy of his. It was very bad. I'm glad he's okay. You know, I'm glad. All right. So now we back to boxing. I'm saying that. No, salute. And saying that. He's back on his BS. Running behind Eddie Hearn, the devil. I know what I saw. We all watched the event. I know what I saw. AJ was in the building, sitting in the front row, threw the mic in his face. You know, I get it. You're rooting for your countryman, Derek Warchesova. I like Derek. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You understand? It was his 50th fight. The event was called 100 because there was 50 between them. You couldn't have made it a better thing. Rod Neal, Houston in the building. And, you know, it was an ugly, Derek made it an ugly fight, man. And you sprinkle that in with Deontay not wanting to murder him. Because Derek was ready to go at least twice. You got what you got. Now, I know people are saying, hey, man, it didn't look good. Deontay didn't look his best and blah, blah, blah. Look, I get it. I want you to take everything you just said to the Wilder haters because y'all are still around, bro. Y'all are still around. Everything you said, Deontay not looking good. You know, he looks sloppy and his pop's not there. Okay, take everything you just said and now's the time to get him, right? Tell AJ, go get him. You see how that works? See how I just did that? Now you can go get him. But funny thing happened on the way to the locker room. Sounds like a joke. Funny thing happened on the way to the locker room. I watched Eddie Hearn march this big doofy nigga right in the way of traffic. All right, now you made that big dumbass British bumpkin stand in the hallway when D was walking. That man couldn't even look Deontay in the face. He put his head down. What he was supposed to do was be giving him eye contact while D had on his horse blinders, because he was laser focused on the mission at hand. That was Derek Walter Shaw. That was the focus, not this British bumpkin that ducked him for 6 years. Y'all forgot? Oh, I'll fight Deontay in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, back then, it was really like 2016, 2015. We was like, whoa. He went all the way up to 2020. We was like, whoa. What's going on? I'll take the fight when I know I could beat him. I'll take the fight when I know I could win it. That's what he said. I'll take the fight when I know I could win it. That's what he said. He was like, yeah, what? And I had detractors, you false flagging Americans and the British people. Hey, that's not what he said. That's not what he meant. I heard him say it. And guess what? That fight never happened. So I guess AJ keeps his word, right? My brother Freedom's March in that super chat. Salute to you, good brother. My bro. Salute, bro. Thank you so much. That's what he said. For those of you that are new to the game, he said that back like in 2015, 2016. He counted, and this was before the pandemic, y'all. He got up to 2018. We was like, yo, hold on. Y'all could be undisputed right now. He said, I'll take the fight when I know I could win it. He said that. That's what he said. So life happens. Fast forward to the other night. And Eddie Hearn makes him stand in the hallway first. No eye contact. I was looking for that. Matter of fact, he bowed his head like the peasant he is. And I told y'all before, I don't care what y'all say. There ain't no coming back from what Anthony Joshua did. Y'all may think I look too deep. I don't. Y'all don't look deep enough. I want you to understand something. We don't have an undisputed black champion, whether he's American or British, because of Anthony Joshua. That's his fault. And the excuses that I heard from Wilder not selling enough, he's not a big enough name. I said, well, AJ is the name. He sells out Wembley, right? He sells out Wembley. I said, cool. Deontay said, I'll go over there. Deontay said, I'll take less money. What was the problem? The problem was AJ didn't want to get his head knocked off into the goddamn rafters. That was the motherfucking problem. That was the problem. Cut it out. Cut it out. Now fast forward, right? Deontay don't look as good. He's not the same guy. Last night, I said, who had a harder route? Matter of fact, who had a harder route in boxing in the last 7 years? It's clearly Deontay. He was fighting everything. And last night, you saw another example of that. He's fighting the referees. He's fighting this man's Derek's corner jumped in the ring, no DQ. He's always fighting multiple fights. He's fighting his own American, black Americans at that. He's fighting Daniel Kanahan. Changed Deontay's name to fucking Bruce Wayne. He's fighting all kinds of crime. Fighting Fury 3 times in the mob. He's fighting hating ass British fans, but that's cool. But he's fighting hating ass American fans. What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? So D walks past AJ. He didn't even look him in the face. So after the fight, now Eddie marches his back shot receiving buck into the line of fire. And this punk looks scared again. He got that nervous look on his face. D purposely acknowledges him, daps him up, and says, let's do it, baby. And as he walks off, AJ's looking at him like that, right there on the left. I can't believe he had this fight and all of these things he's happening in his career, fractured skull and broken hand and he still wants to fight. Yes. My brother King, the boxologist in the building. Salute, famo. What's good? Yo, my Rumble's pinned at the top. We about to head over there in about 3 minutes. Take the gloves off over there. Dead serious. But while y'all here, make sure y'all smash the like button, hype the video, and share it. But we take our real business over to Rumble. That's how we do it. Salute to y'all. If y'all on Pep Talk, do the same thing. I didn't put the Rumble link on Pep Talk, though. But y'all can find me on Rumble. It's spelled the same way, Drew Titan LLC. Captain America in the building. AJ's been in shock of this guy. Because he doesn't understand why am I brown skinned with all these muscles. This guy's skinny, dark skinned. And there's no way I could mentally deal with everything that this Black American had to deal with and be okay. There's no way. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something. AJ actually idolizes Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I said it. And there's a lot of homosexuals that are here that'll be like, oh, no, that's not right. No. Why? What does he have? Well, first of all, Deontay is not a slave. AJ is the one with the lifetime contract. Deontay has his own bread. Deontay is a family man. Deontay is not moved by what you say about him. He just goes in there and gets it done. He is human. He is human. Things do hurt, but how you handle the hurt is different. It's how you handle it. So AJ, that look right there, that's that I don't understand how this guy's still around look. And that is what will always make Deontay a better man than AJ. And he will forever be a threat. And it'll hurt his heart to get in the ring with all this skill and the Olympics and all of those handsome looks when he gets his teeth punched down his throat. Now, is it a 50-50 fight at this current junction? Sure. But never forget, we were one fight from undisputed. I could have been proud to have two Black champions in there. And AJ fucked it up. He fucked it up. He did that. Because he's a scumbag. If Deontay doesn't concede to our demands, we'll freeze him out. You lost me right there. And you Black American fans, you're too stupid. You understand why that's even offensive. You're too dumb. But you're forgiven. God has mercy on the ignorant and the foolish. I know you're stupid. Because everything else on this meme right here, y'all celebrate this. But look at the end result. Look at the end result. I'm telling you, it's about to get bad for y'all. Y'all idol worshiping, woo-wee. You don't do that. I back fighters when they're doing their job and getting it done. Win or lose, I respect it. You ask a kid why you root for Tank Davis? He from the trenches. What does that mean? He from the hood. Oh, you from the hood? That's something to be proud of? That's something to be proud of, man? Okay. So you celebrate ignorance. That's what you're saying? You really break it down. You talk to a kid about that. I've done this a dozen times. So you celebrate ignorance. Well, no. What does the trenches mean? What does that mean, bro? Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, I don't know. Speak English, brother. Calm down. Speak English. When you say he's from the trenches, what does that mean? Oh, he's from the hood. You're from the hood? Okay, what do you celebrate? Because I don't support gang violence and, street nonsense. I don't support that at all. What are you saying? When you break it down like that, watch their face. They start looking side to side. It's sort of like you're talking to your child, right? Rich, what up? Brother Reef in the building. Nice guy. Salute. Sid Mark, salute. From Mission to Chat, know that I love you. when you break it down and make them look at what they're saying, you realize you're talking to two different fan bases. That's what I'm saying. I don't talk to a lot of fanatics. Y'all don't qualify to talk to me. But what I will do is put a mirror in your face. When you're in your 30s, talking, matter of fact, when you're 25, because you should have a plan that's set ahead. By the time I'm 40, I should be on my way. You 25 talking about the trenches, brother. The single mama failed you, and shout out to your dad for getting away from her. But she was about to make his life a living hell over you. Recognize what your mama is and do better. And take care of her. Spin the block, become the best version of yourself. Spin the block, come back and take care of mama. But she didn't know any better. She tried to trap your daddy with you. Your mom need therapy. Be a man. Don't run behind dudes because they're from the trenches. Go to a church. Go to a mosque. Get some discipline in your life. Exercise. Eat right. Get around some men that are doing good things. And ignore your mama when she's twerking around the house. It's the only gem I'm giving you young heads today. In the trenches. Shut up. Shut up. AJ comes from a 2-parent household. You remember he was running around with a do-rag on his head? It's not so much the do-rag, because I still got a bunch of mine. But I wear them in the gym because it stops the sweat from getting in my eyes. I ain't got no waves. Those days is over. Bald. He's running around with a do-rag, looking like he about to roll some CeeLo. Told Usyk, I'm coming for those belts, boy. He started naming black gangsters who are either dead or in jail or gay. Real shit. Y'all remember that? You got a whole family at home, a mother and a father, proud Nigerian. You speak the king's English. And you idolize black American gangsters. We don't idolize those dudes. We glad they're dead or in jail. You got a whole father and mother in your life, and you idolize these mofos? Are you kidding me, bro? AJ's a whole fraud. Outside the ring and inside the ring. AJ, let me remind you. When George Floyd was murdered, you went to a West Indian neighborhood and all you said was support black business. That's all you said. And I saluted you for that. That's all you said, AJ. Do you remember how you was attacked online? Oh God, I hope you lose every fight. What does he mean? No one should shop at anyone else's but black people's business. No, that's what these crackers heard, AJ. That's what these crackers heard. Just like everyone got offended that Black Lives Matter. Dummy. That's what you heard? Black Lives Matter only? No, we didn't say that. When we said Black Lives Matter, back when it first came out, when it meant something before it got hijacked. Because everything gets hijacked. All it meant was Black Lives Matter also. We matter too. We matter also. So when AJ said, hey man, support your own businesses, and everyone got mad, hey, there's something called Chinatown in like every country. In New York, there's Chinatown, Little Tokyo, Little Korea. And what do you see in there? Koreans supporting each other's business. So what? Little Italy? So what? Why can't there be a little Trinidad? Little Guyana, little Jamaica. When AJ says, hey man, just support your own businesses. There's nothing wrong with that. He never said stop shopping in white businesses. He said support each other. Because what do black people have the biggest issue? Support. We don't support each other. Ain't that right, Floyd? $8 million in Gucci, but we're protesting them for being racist. Ain't that right? right? And what happened to you, bro? What happened to you, AJ? They ripped you all online. I did a whole live stream about it. And when Eddie Hearn was questioned about that, he gave a wild diplomatic answer when it was supposed to be cut and dry. I don't agree how people are treating AJ. What happened to George Floyd was messed up. And he has a right to support black people. This was the crime that we saw in America. And all he said was black businesses should be supported by black people, and everyone's getting offended. I'll have none of it. That's all Eddie had to do. He don't want to accept his people. Why? He's on code. Eddie, you have a lifetime contract with that guy, and y'all want me to respect AJ? You're bugging. Look, I was keeping it boxing. You goofed off undisputed in the 4-belt era. And yo, nonsense has gotten progressively worse. So I said all that to say this. If you think for 2 seconds that this fool wants to fight Deontay Wilder right now, look at that face. He's uncomfortable now. Wilder was more dangerous 5 years ago. We can agree to that. Let's say that. So was AJ. Is it still a good fight? Yeah. Yeah. So the fake passive wants my attention. He says you're ignoring family. What's that avatar? Before I even read that, because I can't see it, my screen's small. What is that? What is that? So the fake passive. All right, great. He says the fake passive says, I'm ignoring the fact that Wilder publicly admitted that he was offered more money to fight AJ than he was to fight Fury. Okay, you're a Johnny come lately, or you have selective memory. Let me bring you up to speed. Fake passive. Let me bring up the speed. Are you talking about the $100 million DAZN offer? Are you talking about the $100 million DAZN offer? That's the only thing I could think of. Let me bring you up to speed, the fake passive. Because either you're brand new or you have selective memory. We've been following this for over 7 years with these two. The $100 million from DAZN. I'm gonna give you the short version. Deontay got up and left that meeting, and DAZN apologized for not having their business in order. Do you know why? They offered him a 3-fight deal. A 3-fight deal that did not include Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was not a DAZN fighter. He was a matchroom fighter. They didn't want to lock DAZN. And DAZN gave Eddie a bunch of money to get some fights done. That's what they did. They brought AJ in. They brought Deontay in, offered him a 3-fight deal. Was AJ part of that contract? No. But at that time, it was big money. And everyone was saying, oh, it was the biggest money. Deontay ain't going to see that money, which was BS. What do you mean what Wilder admitted on Twitter? DOG, salute. What do you mean? He's in the middle of a trilogy. You see, this is what I'm saying. He's in the middle of a trilogy with Fury. If AJ was really about that life, he'd have fought Deontay before he fought Fury. Speaking of Fury, they didn't even fight. Now watch this, the fake passive. Do you remember, and nobody help him, do you remember when AJ said he had signed to fight Fury? No, Fury said he signed to fight AJ. Do you remember that? Let me put this up here. When he was trying to get the trilogy with Fury, he wasn't trying. No, don't talk to me about the tweet. Talk to me about what actually happened. You're talking about when Wilder admitted on a Twitter. He offered him money, but guess what? He had a contract with Fury that Fury was trying to get out of. The fake so passive. Do you remember that? Yes or no? You don't remember Fury trying to get out of that legally binding contract? And how they lied and said, hey, we're not fighting Deontay a third time. We're fighting Anthony Joshua. Do you remember that, fake passive? Do you remember that? Tell me you don't remember that. Go ahead. Tell me you don't remember that. Tell me you don't remember that. You don't remember that at all? Hello? Do you remember that? Yes or no? Tay, good morning. The fake so passive, do you remember that? Yes or no? I ain't got time because I'm trying to go to Rumble. Coach in a building. The fake passive, yes or no? Go fast, brother. I'm trying to do something here. Jay, good in that super chat. Much love. He says they love fake narratives and babbling falsehoods. Exactly. What you're seeing is a guy nitpicking. He's trying to tell a half truth, not knowing that we were here the whole time. And if you're new here, brother, you do know I have a direct line to the camp. What are you talking about? Fake passive, why are you not typing? I hope you're not typing the book. I'm not going to read it. I asked you a direct question, young man. Do you remember Fury trying to get out of a legally binding contract? First of all, let's be clear. The first fight that they have, there was nothing lined up. It was just a fight. Deontay put money in his hand and he tried to cheat him then. What happened was, after that first fight, Bob Arum signed Fury. He fought 2 fights, couldn't make nothing. He needed a dance partner. Then they fought Deontay Wilder again, cheated him. And then there was a rematch clause. So technically, it wasn't a trilogy. They just had 3 fights. You see, when you start talking logically and you're willing to break down things, and don't think I ain't got ammo in my magazine. Y'all hood niggas call it clips. It's not a clip, it's called a magazine. This is why I keep the bullets in the magazine. For dudes like this. You see, he's not typing now. You want to talk about him intervening. Let's bring back what he said. Let's bring back what the dude said. Where's that? Put a star on it. He says, I'm ignoring the fact that Wilder publicly admitted he was offered more money to fight AJ than he was to fight Fury. He's in the middle of a legally binding contract with Tyson Fury. And then here comes Eddie Hearn offering him big money. He's in a legally binding contract. That is a trick. Why are you talking about things we exposed like 4 years ago? The fake so passive. You new here? You know we exposed all of this in real time. Don't talk to me about no tweet. He in the middle of a league. He's chasing Fury around. Y'all remember that? Remember there was an arbitration? Passive. Do you remember them being in arbitration? Do you remember that? What is this dude writing? I told you that I would give you a rematch. You know I was offered more money to fight Joshua than I was getting to fight you. Again, being a man of my word, I fought you like I said I would. What does that mean? What does that mean? Again, he's chasing around Tyson Fury. He's in the middle of fighting Tyson Fury. Now AJ want to fight. You see what I mean about these people being selected? You see what I mean? And based off of what this tweet is, was this before or after the first fight? Had to be, right? He says, I told you I would give you a rematch. You know I was offered more money to fight Joshua than I was getting to fight you. Fury said he wanted a rematch, right? So what? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? He's a man keeping his word. He ain't chasing bread like the other two faggots on the screen, like the other three faggots on the screen. So let me help you out a bit. Let me show you how much of a liar Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are. What's this? This is why you gotta keep the bullets in the magazine, buddy boy. This is why. What's that? You know what that is? The fake passive. You know what that is? That was for sale. Over 1,000 pounds or quid, whatever they use over there. They were selling that. Because these clowns said that they were signed up to fight. It was even on BoxRec. And we was like, yo, I thought they were still out in arbitration. I called Tay Jones. I said, yo, what happened? He said, man, don't believe none of that, man. He's still in arbitration. Tyson Fury is literally crying, real tears in court because he didn't want the third fight in Vegas. Literally. They were selling merchandise. I went and I screenshot it because I said, this is unbelievable. And I know when this shit fall apart, they're not gonna believe they were selling. I want to know who bought this. Y'all remember years ago when I said, yo, who bought this? Anyone bought this? Anybody? Anybody? Y'all remember the video? I don't have it available. Yo, see y'all in Saudi. Remember that? Remember? Then remember when Deontay won the arbitration? You remember that? And I pulled off the highway and I went live right there. I said, yo, we won arbitration, man. What we doing? Fury tried to get out of the third fight. The tweet you just showed me was between him and Fury. The tweet that you just showed me was between him and Fury. And watch this. Eddie Hearn knew that he was in the middle of negotiating a second Fury fight. And of course, Eddie Hearn, hey, we got money for you. We got money, because money moves you niggas, right? Money moves you, right? Y'all words mean nothing. But we can believe AJ when he says, I'll fight Deontay if it's 2016, 17, 18, 19. He was like, oh, shit. I'll fight him when I know I can win the fight. Word for word. Word for word. So the fake so passive. You don't remember anything that I just said, right? You don't remember that, right? So you expected Deontay to stop what he was doing with Tyson Fury. You expected him to stop that and go chase bread? Now watch this. The fake passive. Watch this. The last negotiations they had. You gonna tell me what happened there? Because remember, we were all here for it. Dude, you keep talking about money. You keep talking about money. He was fighting Fury. What are you talking about? Okay, here we go. Wilder admitted he was offered more money to fight AJ, and then Fury, and he chose to fight Fury to stick to his word. Whose problem is that AJ or Wilder's? It's AJ's. You know why? Because they could have fought for undisputed and they wouldn't have been no Fury fight. The whole reason why he got Fury off the couch was because AJ wouldn't fight him. Just like he wouldn't fight King Kong Ortiz. And Deontay had to do that not once but twice. What are you talking about? He said he turned down undisputed just to get cheated by a white man. Oh, that's where you want to go? That's where you want to go? Tay Jones in the building. Are you reading this? How about this? The fake passive. Would you like a link? Let's do it. Let's do it. Would you like a link, fake passive? Let's do it. Let's have a conversation, young man. Let's have a conversation. You don't know where you're at. And it's funny how Tay Jones just pulled up, right? And this is what I'm saying. These dudes stay trying to rewrite history. Would you like a link, Passive? Show me how passive you are. Would you like a link? I swear to God, dudes trying and rehash history all day long. No. See, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to insult me. You don't have to insult me. But you see Tate Jones in the chat? He just got off the plane with Deontay. He just got off the plane. That's his team. You ain't got to talk to me. You can talk to him. We were here for it. See, what it is that you just believe what you want to believe. Everything but the truth. And this is why clowns like I have on the screen right here, the picture of these 4 clowns will chronically get away with everything they get away with. You, what's wrong with boxing? I ain't got to babble you. Hey, Jones right here. You already had a contract for 2 fights with Fury. Could have happened, but he knew the games they play to prevent another fight between Fury and Wilder. The games they played in the past is the game they tried to play over the weekend. Hey, AJ, go stand there in the hallway. He got ignored. Hey, AJ, go stand there when he's walking to the locker room. Here's my question. Is AJ going to fight? With his track record, is AJ going to fight? The answer is no. Because AJ's a puss. So do you want to link or not? Just say no. You ain't got to insult me. I ain't got to babble you. We're having a conversation. You ain't here typing. You ain't here typing. You ain't here quoting tweets. Look at that. Hey, Passive. Tay Jones was there over the weekend. You could have seen him on TV. I saw him. That's the team right here. Do you know where you're at? Do you have any idea where you're at? You don't. You don't. But you believe what you want to believe. Just say you hate Deontay so we can move on. Because I want to talk about these other 3 bozos on the screen. You ain't got to insult me. Let's have a conversation. You scared? Just say you scared. Just say, no, I'm going to keep it in the chat. I already know what time it is with Cat Shake. You already know. This ain't no channel where we just speculate and argue speculations. No, we stick to the facts here. We stick to the facts. You talking about a tweet and you're ignoring the track record of Anthony Joshua. Because the bottom line is, when there wasn't A-side, AJ could have made any fight in the world that he wanted. I'm going to tell you what he didn't do. He didn't fight King Kong Ortiz. He didn't fight Tyson Fury. He didn't fight Deontay Wilder. He gave you Robert Helenius after D destroyed him. He gave you Carlos Takam when he could have fought Deontay. That's what he did. He gave you everything but Deontay Wilder. That's what we know. Don't talk to me about, oh, they came with a deal in the midst of him fucking with Tyson Fury. Deontay wasn't even supposed to be in the ring with Tyson Fury. He was supposed to be in the ring with AJ. And that was AJ's fault. He was the A side. D was willing to go to the UK and fight him and everything else. Your man said no. Don't talk to me about no goddamn tweets. You quiet now? All right, cool. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. Here's what I want y'all to do. Y'all go ahead and block him. I'm not reading your books. I gave you an opportunity to talk to me like a man. And as expected, you're a man-child. All right? You still got your mama's breast milk on your breath. So at this point, 2 things. Y'all go block him. All right? Go ahead and block him. Get him out of there. All right? Go ahead and block him. All right? I gave you an opportunity to talk to me. And you failed. That's number 1. Number 2, y'all go ahead and click the Rumble link right now. Block him and go to Rumble. That's what we're doing. Block him, go to Rumble. Literally 7 years later. Literally 7 years later, no fight because of this big goofy dude
in the UK, and this dude's talking to me about a goddamn tweet. Deontay's fighting dudes that want to fight him. He's fighting dudes in Ortiz that he didn't have to fight, not once but twice. And by the way, passive aggressive, whatever your name is. Oh, I know you can explain it, okay? But this dude, though, he don't even want to click the link. It's not going to matter what you say because this dude's not listening. He's talking about a fucking tweet. But never forget, Eddie Hearn signed King Kong Ortiz to shelve him, to keep him away from Anthony Joshua. That was 100% his responsibility. Deontay did it not once, but twice. Fought Fury 3 times. And what was AJ doing? Getting oiled by his best friend on a yacht. That's what he was doing. That's his legacy. And because he's a slave, capital S, a slave. Yeah, of course he's from the UK. He's a capital slave, an S slave, capital S slave from the UK. He has to do what Eddie tells him to do. He didn't even want to stand in he didn't want to look at Deontay in that hallway. That's why he kept his head hanging low. And when Deontay tapped it up with him and said, yo, let's do it, that's the look on his face. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Exactly. Talk to me about no goddamn tweet. Y'all go ahead to Rumble. Yo, Tay, click the link at the top. You go to Rumble. I'm shutting this YouTube crap down. Too many busters over here. Rumble, y'all.